Morning.
Morning.
So what are we going to do for our project?
Why don't we talk about what makes an effective practitioner in the classroom?
Grace, what do you think makes an effective practitioner?
Someone that's understanding, someone that's patient, has good listening skills, and has a good caring nature.
Yeah, I think we should talk about the pedagogical principles.
What are they?
Well, there are 12 pedagogical principles overall within education, but the two that I think are the most important towards teaching are building on prior learning and engagement and positive relationships. These make up an effective teacher by understanding what knowledge the children have already got and using that to improve themselves to get to a better academic attainment, and encourage them to develop their full potential. And by creating positive relationships, it builds on trust, confidence, which encourages them with their motivation within the classroom.
Yeah.
And pedagogy reviews ambitions can be translated into reality for children and young people through teachers and other education practitioners. Professional skills and judgment in selecting appropriate teaching methods outlined in the new Welsh curriculum.
Thanks, guys. That was really helpful.
What's your name?
Sadie.
What do you think makes an effective teacher?
A teacher who is compassionate, caring, listens to the students, and is very positive.
Thanks. Hi, what's your name?
Hello, I'm Julian Symes, lecturer in primary education in Cardiff Met.
Hi Julian, what do you think makes an effective teacher?
I think to be an effective teacher, you probably think I was going to say content knowledge, which it is. However, for me, I believe empathy for your learners, understanding their strengths, their limitations, and also edutainment for engagement.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Julian.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Kev Margetts.
And what do you think makes an effective teacher?
I think an effective teacher is someone who's enthusiastic, enjoys what they're doing, and knows what the target audience wants.
Thank you very much.
Hello, today I'm with, what's your name?
Millie O'Connor.
What do you think makes an effective teaching assistant?
I think what makes an effective teaching assistant is to know each child's abilities and their pace to learning.
Today I'm joined with
Elliots.
Okay, Elliots, what do you think makes an effective teaching assistant?
Being friendly and being patient.
Thank you.
Teachers achieve the best when they are both effective and efficient, but what is the difference? Yusuf stated that efficient teachers are professionals who allow the students to excel the most in the shortest period of time. This means that students stay on task for longer periods. Efficient teachers are also well organised and only concentrate on the task in hand and getting the children to learn as quickly as they can. As you can see on the board, there are 11 characteristics to become an efficient teacher. For example, they need to be able to spread positive energy, is contemplative about his or her work, and is open to change. However, a negative of efficient teaching is not all children work at the same pace. This may lead to some children falling behind and not being able to catch up with the rest of the class. Yusuf also mentioned that an effective teacher is somebody who is able to engage the children throughout their education within school. These students are more likely to strive academically. Georgetown University have shown that effective teachers require certain skills, such as setting up clear and fair expectations, have a positive attitude, and are patient with the children. As you can see on the board behind me, it shows that self-efficacy is a main characteristic of an effective teacher. This is when the teacher has their own self-belief and believe that they'll be able to teach their children successfully and allow them to get on with the task. A negative is that an effective teacher has a set curriculum that they need to teach the children within a certain period of time. If a child falls behind and the teacher is willing to help them, it may cause the whole class to fall behind on the curriculum they have been set. A combination of all these characteristics will produce the most successful teacher and allow the students to strive to the best of their ability.
Invisible teaching is a theory based on having independence and the ability to control the structure of how you learn, and you are subject to very little or no supervision at all. The benefits of invisible learning is that it is allowing the children to feel more confident in themselves when completing tasks and ready them for higher education. Whereas visible teaching is the theory of teaching providing information and strategies of how to complete their tasks with this method. The teacher is Whereas visible teaching is a theory where the teacher is providing information and strategies on how to complete the tasks. This method of the teacher is in control of the learning. The benefits of visible teaching is that it prepares the children for social environments and allows them to strive in structured lessons. It can also increase their motivation to learn by having support from the teachers and other peers as well. Donna Searle created 12 pedagogical principles that forms a proposition of methods and practice of teaching. As you can see in the slide above, they all state an idea of how a teacher should behave within a classroom and the benefits they should have to make a positive impact, such as building on prior knowledge and engaging, which could be used within the method of invisible teaching due to the pupil using the knowledge they already have and developing it to better their academic structure. But on the other hand, if the teacher was to focus on positive relationships or blended teaching, it is an act of visible teaching as it allows the teacher to form a connection such as trust and understanding so that the children gain confidence and communication skills in standard and digital learning.
Here at Cardiff Met, the weather's slightly cloudy, but it's a perfect day for forest school. But then again, every day is a perfect day for forest school. So come with me and I'll show you what we get up to in our forest school. This is our forest school, where we'll be interviewing the teacher in just a second. This is
Miss Yates.
the forest school teacher. A bit about forest school.
I have a passion for outdoor learning. It allows the kids to express themselves and develop their imaginations. Here, I'll show you. Today I'll be asking the children to make a story with the sounds they can hear around them.
A child that wants to share their story.
Grace, why don't you come and tell them?
I can hear the wind whistling through the leaves in the trees.
Thanks for that one, Grace. And back to the studio.
According to Basil Bernstein, there are two separate types of curricula. He went on to classify the two different types into being collection curricula, which is strong knowledge boundaries and heavy insulation between the curricular topics, better known using the term of discipline in today's educational practice. In contrast, the second curricular type was integrated curricula, which was more open relationships with one another and less boundaries between subjects. An integrated curriculum implies that the learning, which has been blended across traditional subjects of learning experiences, are designed manually be reinforcing. It's an approach that develops the child's ability to use and transfer their learning to other topics and other settings. An example of this would be a topic that they've learned during a maths lesson that they can then transfer into using in a literacy lesson. And a collection curriculum, on the other hand, has a much more vertical approach to knowledge. So the knowledge just builds and onto previous knowledge, and then it becomes more complex as they learn.
So, what makes an effective teacher? A teacher can be seen as a facilitator, allowing children to include their leadership in the class, rather than the teacher just stood talking. A teacher is not someone who only educates young people, but inspires, guides them, and supports their development. A teacher should be a role model for children, someone they can look up to. Some may argue teachers are like superheroes in life. They see things and think things in ways children don't. Their role is to get students to become selfless, strong, and show empathy towards others. As well as this, we have magician teachers. They are seen to do the impossible in which children are unaware of. Moyles, who created the gardener teacher, states teachers are able to children to grow in all aspects and flourish throughout their time in school. Donaldson's 12 pedagogical principles also link to the role of a teacher. Collaboration is essential when teaching, as it helps students build a growth-based learning environment and increases student learning process. It could also be argued blended learning is a key part of the role of a teacher. The teacher becomes a guide, a mentor, a coach and support in these situations, helping students learn about learning and keep on track with their goals. Here in the diagram from Harden and Crosby, I stated something was missing. Anyone know what it is? Well, it's ensuring that children learn.
Hello? Miss, who's going to the register? Yeah, I know. Miss, what are we doing today? Can't you see I'm busy? Yeah, I've got, 4. Come in, sit down. Okay, so today class we're going to be learning about Global Recycling Day. And in 2 seconds, I'm going to send you off into groups and you're going to make a PowerPoint presentation about what recycling is. Okay, Miss, what's recycling? In 2 seconds, you're going to go off into groups and make a PowerPoint on what recycling is. Next up...
But Miss, we don't know what recycling is.
Moving on. We are going to be presenting the PowerPoint presentations at the end of the lesson, so I need your best work. You 2 can work as a pair and you can be a 3.
Okay. You haven't told us what it is.
You've got to go off and make a PowerPoint presentation. We're moving on. So, do you know when you put the plastic bottles into a plastic bin rather than into the black bag? That's better for the environment because then the plastic bottles won't end up in the ocean and start killing sea animals. If you head over...
Miss, can you help us, please?
Can't you see that I'm busy right now? I'm helping another group. If you head over to Google and type in...
It's not really fair, we don't know what we're doing.
You can figure it out. I'm busy right now. 5 minutes, please. Good, so have you not done anything on it, pal?
We asked you for help.
You've got 5 minutes before I make you present in front of the class.
We don't know what we're doing.
You 2 should be really disappointed in yourself.
Miss, can you help us with this, please?
Of course I can, no problem. Okay. What do you need help with? That's fine. It's just a spelling error.
Miss, we've asked for your help.
You haven't done nothing. You've got 5 minutes before you need to present to the class.
Yeah, because you've been with them the whole time.
I'm helping. They've asked for help.
According to the government website, having good communication skills is crucial because children will become inspired to learn by their teaching assistant and want to do their very best in lessons. Donaldson's 12 pedagogical principles relate to the role of the teaching assistant. The idea of encouraging collaboration links with motivating children to work with peers to enable the life skill of teamwork. Teaching assistants must collaboratively work with teachers, expressing concerns, ideas, and progression of pupils. Another pedagogical principle linked with this is the idea of direct teaching. Direct teaching is where educators use specific teaching techniques to teach a specific skill to their students. Teaching assistants will carry out interventions with students who may need a little bit of extra support. As a part of this, they will complete specific tasks linked with the skills the child may need more focus on. Teaching assistants have plenty of responsibilities, some of them being getting resources ready for lessons, ensuring the safety of all the children on the playground, in the classroom, and on school outings. They also contribute to observations on pupils, writing down any progress the child may have made. As quoted by Webster and Blatchford 2012, the huge and unmatched increase in teaching assistants is one of the most extreme changes to have taken place in UK schools. This suggests that teaching assistants are relied on more now than ever. Teaching assistant jobs have increased over the past 2 years, and as have the role they must fulfil.
Hello and welcome back to the Education Podcast. Today we have Rose, who is an aspiring teacher. So we're just going to ask a few questions. Why do you want to be a teacher?
I've always enjoyed working with kids and I want to make a difference in their life.
And what experiences do you have?
Well, I worked as a TA for 2 years and then proceeded to further my career by attending university at Cardiff Met, where I achieved my PGCE.
Sounds enjoyable. What qualities do you have that would make a good teacher?
I like to think I'm a good listener, I'm empathetic and have a genuine desire to help young children.
And what are some of the current issues in education?
I believe funding is a big issue in education at the moment, COVID catch-up and obesity in Wales.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
And we'll catch you again next Thursday on Education Podcast.
Learning support assistants are a part of a team in which is led by Senko. They provide additional help to children, with it being more one-on-one, so they can help struggling students individually. So that the teacher can still teach the class smoothly while the LSA helps children who don't understand as fast as others. The teacher plans different arrangements for children that need one-on-one work for the LSA to do during the class. They ensure the well-being of children and support the teacher in the classroom. Fox agrees that learning support assistants provide support for more than just the children. They also support the teachers, curriculum and school as a whole.
Go.
Working as a learning support assistant comes with many positives, like promoting independence, inspiring confidence, developing listening and reading skills, being in tune with the children's needs, and many more. Every day an LSA has new and current skills and values to work on and develop with a child and sometimes a few children at the same time. In addition, it is a highly rewarding task for the LSA and child when they achieve and grow during extra help. It's not just the teacher, it is the community within the school that teaches the children. Over the years, there's been a significant increase in the number of school support staff. Support staff are important and can work together. For example, library staff and counsellors can work together as they understand the critical value of creating an inclusive, welcoming, supportive and safe space for everyone. Cleveland agrees with this, and this is important for children as they know they have more than just their teachers to go to for support and help if they think they need it, as well as if teachers think they need extra help.
Hi guys, so did we find out what makes an effective practitioner after all?
Yes, we did. An effective practitioner needs qualities of both effective and efficient teaching styles to be the most successful.
I agree. I also think that an effective practitioner would use both integrated and collection type curriculums, as integrated gives children the opportunity to transfer their skills onto different topics, where collection type allows them to build on the knowledge that they already have.
Yeah, I also found out an effective teacher must be prepared with set clear intentions for the students, as well as being able to empathise and communicate with them.
I began to understand that for a classroom to work effectively, teaching assistants and teachers must collaboratively meet the children's needs. An effective teaching assistant is someone who can rise to a challenge. They must be calm and level-headed. An effective teaching assistant should take every child's individual strengths and weaknesses into consideration, helping the child reach their full potential.
In addition, I think we have all learned that it's not just the teacher, but it is the whole community within a school that teaches the children. School support staff are important. For example, an LSA has new and current skills and values to work on and develop with children.
Morning guys, thank you all for joining. Here we have the head of departments who will introduce themselves. I'm Miss Yates, head of mathematics.
Good morning everyone, I'm Miss Elliots and I'm the head of expressive arts.
Morning, I'm Miss Margetts, head of home economics.
Morning guys, I'm Miss Brady, head of literacy and language.
Hello everyone, I'm Miss George, I'm the head of health and wellbeing.
Morning, I'm Miss Phaure and I'm the head of digital technology and sciences.
Thank you everyone. I just wanted a quick update on the progress of the curriculum. Miss Jones, would you be able to start us off with the most important subject, health and wellbeing?
Yes, of course. In health and wellbeing, the update is we are ensuring our students are equipped with the right knowledge to understand the importance of a healthier lifestyle, which we extracted from the current curriculum in Wales.
So how are we going to make fun activities to promote healthy lifestyles?
Well, a key part in health and wellbeing is physical exercise. The Welsh Government states that children have always had a sense for physical activities such as running in the schoolyard, riding their bikes or playing football with their friends. So this suggests that they have already begun to have a certain enjoyment for PE from a young age. So even though they might see it as just another lesson, there are always ways that we can challenge their enjoyment by allowing them to engage in the activities using their own creativity or enthusiasm for the sports they enjoy.
Yeah. Hasn't something been flagged about obesity in Wales recently?
Yeah, it has actually. Studies show from the Government Wales website that 45% of children aged 3 to 17 were said to be active for only 1 hour a week. So as you can see, the results could be a little bit better. So to support this, there's a statement on the NHS website which says that only 12% of children who are aged 4 to 5 within primary school are living with obesity. So because of this, we will increase activities, introduce healthier eating and ensure that routines are being kept up at home by working with parents.
As head of home economics, my team and I think it's crucial for all children to have the opportunity to learn basic life skills in a fun and interesting way. As linked with health and well-being, obesity in Wales has majorly increased, and we want to tackle this problem as best as we can. In our weekly lessons, we focus on encouraging children to have a balanced diet and follow the healthy eating plate.
I completely agree. By doing this, it benefits the children massively through a healthier lifestyle, even supporting their mental health, which is why I also provide PSE sessions, which stands for Personal and Social Development. It's a huge part of health and well-being alone as it stands, but it also allows the children to gain knowledge on their hygiene, sense of self-development and how to interact with others. We will provide a session each week where we discuss how our bodies and minds progress throughout life. For example, 1 week we are going to focus primarily on how we transition from our childhood to adulthood, such as a menstrual cycle. The next week we can discuss how we can better our hygiene and even do some fun activities such as brushing our teeth for 2 minutes each week. So they can learn thoroughly on how to keep it up with themselves at home or in school. And I will also be providing individual support after every session for 30 minutes. So if any children feel the need that they didn't want to speak up because they weren't confident enough or just want to speak privately, then they can just come and ask me one-to-one.
That's really good. Miss Margetts, you mentioned you're the head of home ec. How are our curriculum key principles involved in your subject?
Well, in our food technology lessons, we follow the key principles. Our priority is to include the personalisation and choice principle. When the student gets to year 4, they have a choice on whether they want to continue with food technology, textiles, or design technology. Every week for the first 3 years of primary school, the children will have a chance to get involved with food technology, design technology, and textiles to help with their final choice in year 4.
So what do these subjects involve?
While design technology involves woodwork, the children can explore methods on how to use things and how things work and use their imagination to create projects. Pupils can make a project of their choice with encouragement from myself and the team. Textiles involves upcycling clothes with sewing machines and recycled materials. By using recyclable materials, every child will be able to get involved with no cost. Food tech encourages children to try new foods. They get a choice of what ingredients they want to use with their meals. Examples we have done over the past few weeks are making pizzas with their own topping choices and making salads with their own ingredients. All meals we make in lessons are used as fundraisers and to give to the homeless. By doing this, it means our ingredients are funded, resulting in less costs for the children, allowing all children to be able to get involved.
That's great. Miss Margetts, that's great. Miss Yates, can you explain to me how we are going to involve numeracy?
Yes, of course. We have decided to keep mathematics within our curriculum as we believe it is essential for children to develop their math skills as they are important for everyday life. For example, food technology, they need to be able to read the numbers when weighing the ingredients, and if the recipe needs to be halved or quartered, the children need to understand how to divide the numbers to get the correct amounts. On mathematics links to the key principle of learning within our curriculum, as students need to learn and develop these skills to be successful throughout their life. On the English government website, I have seen that the curriculum in England prioritises mathematics as it is a universal language that enables the understanding of the world. Another factor of maths is coding, which links perfectly with Miss Phaure's subject.
Yeah, so we have recently been incorporating coding into classes, as coding is a great way for children to learn about sequenced instructions, which is a fantastic way to learn about planning and organisational skills. Coding is also helpful to introduce children to technology by teaching them how a computer thinks. This can be done through physical activities as well in a classroom, so children are not always staring at screens. They can use coding in their numeracy skills.
So how does digital technology link to the key purposes?
Digital skills relate to one of our key principles, which is progression within the classroom. Progressive learning is a main focus for our curriculum. We have taken an idea from Presky, introducing digital play in classrooms, like letting students create their own private websites, which are monitored for safety. But this enables them to have opportunities to be independent, expressive, and they can learn to write for a purpose.
Is there any other way we can adapt any technology into other subjects?
Well, we use technology to help the children develop digital skills that they will use throughout their school and work lives. Literacy is now looking at becoming more digital.
Yeah, me and my team here love using technology. It's a key part of literacy. However, to improve, we're trying to make it a bit more eco-friendly.
How are you planning on doing so, as we will need to use the cross-curriculum?
Yeah, of course. I like to teach to use less paper, for example. We do small activities on whiteboards which children prefer anyway. I also have started choosing and presenting my topics through teaching to be linked to more of the environment. For example, my last topic was called the Bug Hotel, which basically made them more environmentally conscious as they were learning.
That's such a great idea.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. And we use reading and writing skills in expressive arts lessons too. And expressive art is accessible to all learners. It engages learners physically, emotionally. It can help with their well-being and self-esteem, build their resilience. It teaches children to appreciate the creative work of not only themselves but others. And expressive art then can build confidence in children, and which then enriches their quality of life. And it's a way for children to express themselves outside of just lessons in school.
That is excellent, guys. It is progressing so well. One concern I have, though, is that we haven't incorporated any languages. Do you think this should be part of our curriculum?
Oh yeah, I could include that with literacy if we think. Does everyone think that's a good idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was looking, and in the Welsh curriculum, they stated that the language was essential. It develops children's listening, speaking, reading, and writing, and it allows children to understand and become aware of different cultures anyway, so I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I think adding languages will be helpful. Well, I think we have covered our main aims throughout our curriculum. These aims are to empower young minds and creativity, and encourage confidence and capability within education, and support the health and well-being of our pupils. So shall we move on and run over our key principles so everyone is clear on our new curriculum for young minds?
Yes. Our key principles are challenges and enjoyment, progression, personalisation and choice, learning, coherent, eco-friendly, relevance and engagement.
Well, we need to work out our weekly structure as well for the kids. So how do we want to do that?
Actually, I've already started planning a new structure.
Oh, that's great, Miss Elliot. What ideas have you come up with already?
So I was thinking on a Monday we can have English followed by expressive arts, and then Tuesday we can start with maths following home economics, and Wednesdays can be science and tech in the mornings, and then do some sports after lunch. And then Thursdays we can start with PSE and we can do quiet reading in the afternoon. And then we can have maths in the morning on a Friday and health and social to finish the week.
That sounds absolutely brilliant. Thank you, everybody. We can end here now.